We some MVPs, we the state champs, getting scouted, I believe in me. Never really cared, no doubters, I can do it, I knew it all. I said I can do it, I knew it all. Yeah. Love my house, but I love my...
Okay, let's keep this short and sweet. Today is Prologue Day. Not much goes on Prologue Day. A lot of waiting around. Again, a lot of boredom kicks in. But my start time today is at 26 minutes past 4. So it won't be a lot cooler than what it is now, and it's currently around 34 degrees. So today starts the Volta Portugal. Today it starts. There's I think it's 6 days, then there's a rest day, and then there's like 4 days. So it starts with a prologue and actually ends with a time trial of just over 20k. Today's prologue, put my tea down. Today's prologue is that. So it's just an out and back, kind of like round the cone or round a roundabout, whatever it is. 5.4k. Nothing really to write home about that. In terms of how am I going to pace it, I am kind of going to pace it, but I'm not quite sure how. I've not done one of these things for a long time, but I probably reckon I'll go out at around 380 to 400 watts for the first 2.5k at least, and then all in then from there. That's going off like kind of like what I know I can do for 5-6 minutes on the bike in terms of power, because of course in 6 minutes, which is probably how long this is going to take, you can still blow up in 6 minutes, so you've still got to pace it. Obviously we're on time trial bikes today. TT helmet is there ready. Can be sweating pints in that thing, because there's very little vents in it, but it's still a great helmet. Logistically, we've got literally everything here. Like, we've got 3 team cars. We've got the transporter, which is like the Swanee's little mobile home, so to speak. It's got everything in there for them. And then from there we've got the camper, and then we've got the big mechanics van. Pretty self-explanatory, really. So yeah, we've got everything here, and we've got 4 Swanees, well 4 masseuses. We've got obviously John this year. We've got Tim, performance coach. We've got 8 riders. We've got 2 mechanics. We've got 1 translator, and we've also got Angus, who is our photographer slash media guy. So it's a pretty big outfit we've got here, and that's because it's a big race. It's the biggest race I've ever done. It's not the biggest race that some of the other guys have done. For Russ, for example, has ridden the Giro d'Italia, the Tour of Italy. So this isn't the biggest race he's done, but it's going to be tough. There's no getting away from that. For me, I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I obviously want to finish. That's my main priority, but the whole reason why I've been kind of watching my weight and trying to make myself not as light as possible, but as efficient as possible by stripping body fat, losing unnecessary weight, because in that respect, when you get to the heat, in theory, the less body fat you've got, the easier it is for you to perspire and keep cool. But that's not a given. I could still blow tomorrow. It's 200k, and apparently it's going to be really windy. I could still blow, which I hope I don't. When I say blow, I mean like struggle on the flats, as opposed to when we get to the big mountains later on in the week. I might feel a lot better. So that's Prologue Day. What comes next is going to be a big compilation of the rest of the day at the prologue, warming up stuff, which I'll just put music to and get on with it. so you know what's going on today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We rode this morning. We did a turbo warm up again. So that's the other thing. We don't ride like, we don't just warm up and then do the prologue, because the prologue is so short. As endurance athletes, we tend to go better when we've done like a longer ride in the morning, or say a longer ride, maybe, you know, a warm up or a harder session. That gets your body ready for it. I first learned that when I went to New Zealand 3 or 4 years ago, and we did a really short prologue, and you know, John told us that in hindsight we really should have done, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours easy spinning on the road in the morning before the afternoon prologue. So today what we've done is we've done like an hour, so, you know, half an hour to an hour, kind of medium to upper intensity on the turbos this morning, and then it's been like 4 or 5 hours, and then we'll jump on the turbos again down at the start, do another warm up which is probably around 30 minutes and includes one kind of 8-minute ramp to sweet spot, a little bit of a, you know, twiddle in between, and then you know, some shorter, sharper efforts just to get you ready. That's about half an hour, like I said. Then you hop off, and then it's straight into the time trial, the prologue. So you know, you do a fair bit of riding before it. I mean, hour and a half or so. But it makes you feel better. Well, it makes us feel better. It makes me feel better. That's the way I prime myself for a prologue. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Just finished prologue, quick little debrief. Not much is going on now. 4 of the guys from the team are done. They've gone back to the hotel. Be quiet, calm. I did 6:55. I did 383 watts for 7 minutes, pretty much. Felt really good. We made some last minute changes to my time trial bike, which kind of maybe, you know, made it feel a little bit different, but aside from that, it was good. We're all around the same kind of ballpark. Bibby's still to go, airframe still to go, but they're probably going to do a pretty good time. Bradbury was in the hot seat, but he went off like really early, and it was all televised, so I don't know what it's going to look like on TV, but I felt good. On to tomorrow, and blimey, it is hot.